Shadarati, say pretty lady, oh yeah. All things deal emotions, yeah, yeah. See, it's all about emotions, emotions, all about emotions, yeah, baby. Emotion makes you sad sometimes. Sugar, darling. Emotion makes you glad sometimes. So glad, baby, yeah. But most of all, in love. Say, lady, say it does.
Yes. How is everybody doing? Want to welcome you guys and girls. I didn't forget you girls onto the fifth cinco episodio. I'm speaking Spanish. What am I doing? But yes, the fifth episode of the Retro Brothers podcast. Let's get a round of applause for that. Yes, folks, Valentine's Day can be something that's so special. We have like favorite moments from movies. It could just be moments, and that's what we're going to be talking on this episode with my main man, 50 Grand, GQ Jamal. So you definitely want to stay tuned on to this episode. We also talk about, sort of like, little trinkets of like our, dating, be past or current, past and current, So yeah, it's an interesting insight, to the romantic lives that me and GQ Jamal, have with our like, partners or girlfriends, So yeah. Best way, to get in touch with either me or GQ Jamal, and really follow, the Retro Brothers, is you can check out our social media, which will be just underneath in the description, in the bio, beneath the podcast. We also have like our YouTube channels, our Facebook, social media. So definitely, be sure to check and follow us out, But yes, with that being said, let's get episode 5, Valentine's Day episode away. Is doing well today in this glorious week in February.
Yes, sir. First week of February.
Yes, exactly. And you know what that means. If it's the first week in February, it is the triumphant return of the, wait for it, the Retro Brothers podcast. Like, round of applause for that.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. It's good to be back, man. Good to be back. But yeah, man, GQ, man. I was gonna ask, man, how has it been, man? Because with the first 4 episodes, they're on Spotify live,
Yes.
Yeah, man. Oh man, it's good.
Very great, very wonderful,
nice,
amazing.
Yeah. And it's like we've getting a lot of good feedback, especially the one we did on the Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like a lot of like that generation, they grew up with like Hey Arnold on one side and Dexter's Laboratory on the other side.
On the other side.
Yeah. So it's like it was very, very from what I heard, it was very, very like interesting conversation because not too many people are talking, about like the battle, you know what I mean? So that was really, really fun. And the good thing, the good thing with the podcast is it's just fun, It's like we just come in,
for fun.
We're kicking it. We just talking about the old school.
Random talk.
There's no league, man. There's no school like the old school, baby.
No, sir.
But yes, yes, yes. But GQ, yeah, first
You
of all,
just
but
had to
how
be there.
yeah, yeah, you just had to be there, honestly, But yeah, man. So GQ, man, just man, so how is everything been going with you, man? How is life been treating you, man? Let them
Man,
know, man.
man, everything's going well, my bro. Man, we're 2 months into a lot. We're 2 months into 2022. A lot has happened to me in the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna get into this theme
Yeah.
episode, but yeah, let everyone know your boy's getting married. Yes,
Like,
yes, sir.
oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
big
About to do that.
congratulations,
Thank you.
run that marriage.
Run that
Run
wedding.
that
Run that.
marriage. I'll
Run
do the
that.
signal,
Research it. Hey, run
bro.
that wedding.
Run that wedding, bro. Like for the ones who can't see us, like on audio, you're just gonna have to feel us, man. We're gonna go like that.
If you don't know, go to my YouTube.
Yes.
Look up GQTV. Binge watch my reviews.
Being watch it,
You
man.
know, you know, you know.
Man.
But yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, everything's going pretty good. Just getting ready for the wedding.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to my fiance.
Nice.
Love you.
So we gotta keep that.
Yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it. But yeah, but how about yourself, Rich? How's your week going?
Same. It's been it's cool. Like I'm doing this on my B day. I was like definitely
Oh yeah, man! Happy birthday!
appreciate it, man. Big celebrations.
Richie Rich,
Oh,
Rich, the
in here.
richest man on earth. Rich boy, Rich homie Quan.
So yeah, no, it's been well, honestly. Definitely of like past birthdays, this has to be one of the most exciting ones, like to have been like
Oh, that's good, man.
yeah, just to have been like as I said, man, I'll talk about like how much we were hit by like the events in 2020, and it's like to kind of rise back up, me living out here, one of my dreams to basically live out in either Mexico or America, I can't complain, and it's got my long-term girl, shout out to her, just like
Yes, sir. Hey, get them shout outs. Get them shout outs.
Yeah, that's it. Shout out my girl is going, man. So it's been really it's been a nice like start to this year. I'm really enjoying
That's
it.
good.
Very looking forward to
good,
like
man.
all the 2022, man, without a doubt. But
Yeah.
so that being said, seeing as we both mentioned, like, our girls on a nationwide podcast, love you, honey. Love you, honey.
Yes. Perfect episode to start off.
It's a perfect episode. Yeah. So, me and GQ behind the scenes, we talked about doing like episodes just for Valentine's Day, just Valentine's talking about, what it entails, the movies, Valentine's theme episodes, and even just notable events, so we were definitely like, yes, especially even so close to the Super Bowl weekend, which a lot of people are going to be, taking time to rest, you're gonna want to check this episode for sure, man.
Right.
So to start it off, GQ, what is your thoughts? Because I'm gonna let an insight with Valentine's Day for me before it goes a bit back to simping. It's gonna go a bit back to that, man. I gotta keep it honest, man. I gotta keep it 100,
Yeah.
But yeah, what has been Valentine's Day been to you? Like the whole, Valentine's Day. What?
Valentine's Day. Come on, Valentine's Day. Everyone knows Valentine's Day is dedicated to the ladies. It's made for all the women out there. It's a day for women that wants to be loved, that wants gifts, just just wants to feel that love by their partner. So that's pretty much my view on Valentine's Day. But I just feel like, why take one day out of the year just to like give love to your significant partner when you should do that like every day?
Every day,
Or
you know.
yeah,
It's the same thing
you
with
got
like the
you gotta spend
Christmas.
all that money. You gotta spend
Yeah,
all that money.
I
Spend all
know.
that,
Yeah, the roses. We're talking the
the roses,
roses,
the
the
candy,
chocolate, the candy, you know,
flowers, and
flowers, movies, you know,
movies, hotels. Like
hotels,
why?
you know,
Yeah,
sometimes a car.
yo, like my man Rich said, guys, make sure y'all update your wallet.
Bro,
Update your wallet.
I can't stress this even more. That this should
Don't
be on the
fumble the
like
bag.
the this should be like on the 11th commandment. You know, if you had like if you go to church, folks, you know, you see those like thou shalt not steal. You know, not commit adultery. Update your wallet, man. That should
Your
be
wallet.
updating folks. You know,
Oh man,
because
update
yeah,
your wallet.
bro, because these girls will know, man. Like I said, you know, you believe me, you don't want to be out here, you know, and it's like you haven't got your, you know, self together. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real, you know, in this day and age, you know, it's it, you know, but man, you know, so like with like, so even you mentioned it, like Valentine's Day, you know, it's roses, you know, togetherness, you know, sometimes wine, you know, wine if you hold it down.
Wine and dine.
Why they dying? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the issues. You know, what was it like? With like your Valentine's Day experience, would you say like just keeping it honest? You know, has it been more positive Valentine's days than more better stories than bad, or like it's been a balance? You know, just give me.
For me, in the past, let me see. Let me think. It's more positive.
Good.
More positive. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever had a bad Valentine's Day before.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like actually on the day, yeah. Yeah, no, I truly, I similar in
Right.
position, you know, like with, Valentine's Day has always been cool, you know, because if
Right.
I would actually like, you know, if I'm investing to spend time with this person, it has to be someone who is special and they respect me
Right.
as well, you know, and
Right.
you understand, you know, so it's not that like that
Yeah.
random flake you will get like every any given Sunday or something.
Give us that day. Oh.
It's none of that, you know. So like at least you know Valentine's Day, same as your end, it's been like you know cool with that, you know what I mean. But yeah, like with that, like with like you know you know watching like you know some of the TV shows and that, like what was your first impressions on Valentine's days in like some of like the TV you know shows?
What was my first impression? Let me see. Let me think back to uh when it comes to Valentine's Day, I think about um dang, one of the first few like Valentine's Day specials. It's probably the Martin episode when Martin and Gina exchanged gifts. It was a Martin got the statue of like a butt or
His
something like
buttocks,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Martin liked it, but
Oh,
him, Tommy, and Cole was like, messing around with the statue. Then Gina walks in.
they were ragging on him, man. They were.
Yes, yes. Then him and Gina got into it. They had like exchange of words. Then yeah, then they broke up. So
Yeah.
that's probably like the first Valentine's Day special I've watched. Um, what about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'd say, wow, like me, like because it was a combination of like the Simpsons, you know, like this is
Ooh,
yeah,
I choose you. Yes.
you remember, like, yo, like I had
Wow.
watched this episode before even knowing what heartbreak meant. You know, I didn't know what heartbreak was. I was like, nah, you could never get heartbroken. But I
Played on
remember
national TV.
on that. It was manic, you know. Seeing that on Simpsons, man, that was tough. You know what happened to my man, bro? Yeah, and there was even another episode as well when they all told stories of like, you know, fame like episodes of like their like relationships that didn't go well. You know, I remember like Bart
Right.
was in love with I think the babysitter. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
the one,
And she was I forgot.
the
She was
bully. You know the bully
the
who hangs around
bully.
with
Yeah.
Nelson. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, I remember that episode. Good old
yeah,
Simpsons, like old episodes.
yeah. It's like season like the one season 4, season 3. You know, like the early nights. But like that episode used to always
Right,
play.
season
Yeah,
4. Yeah.
yeah. That episode always used to play. You know, I used to just remembering like,
Right.
man, like what that she violated Bart, man. And you know, some of them they like lead them on. You know,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
She led him on, and she already had her man. And oh man, he just like took his heart out. You know, it was insane, man. And then
It
like,
was.
yeah, and then even like I remember like I'm trying to remember the Valentine's Day episodes in Fresh Prince. I won that like I don't know if there was an exact Valentine's Day episode, but
I know is that episode when they went golf.
that was a Valent with Ashley
Yeah.
and her.
Yeah.
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 Oh man, I remember Will kept forgetting her name. You know,
It's okay. Like, what? It's okay.
it's her name in that. It's like Jennifer, Denise. You know, he couldn't remember her name. You know, but yeah, that episode was cool because if you see how Ashley is, especially in the last season, she acts like she knows way more. Like, you know, I'm a woman now. You know, I'm all of this. You know, so she feels like she's way too mature. You know, for Will and Karen to be butting in.
Yeah, that whole episode was just
It was.
because Ashley was like what 14, 15, maybe 16 in
Maybe
that
16.
episode.
Yeah.
And Will was like trying to like butt in on their date or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always kept on coming in and just seeing like things, you know.
Right.
And there was even the other episode as well, you know, when Jaleel White or Steve Urkel, he appeared in.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was he was gonna like take away her V card, you know.
V card. My man Urkel, like, did I do that?
Did I do that? Imagine like after post.
No. Oh God, no.
No man. Steve. Yeah.
Laura's not gonna be happy. Myra and Laura.
No, Laura's not gonna be happy with this. She's gonna dislike the video. You know, you can't still. But yeah. But like, no, man. But like, in that being said, what did you think as well? This is a good way to tie in it. What did you think of like Will's like relationships in the Fresh Prince? You know, because like for like a background, like, you know, pretty much everyone's seen the Fresh Prince. But if you've seen it like as religiously as me and GQ have, like he had a ton of
commit.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Will had a girl like every episode.
yes.
He was not about the commitment.
Ocelot here, we try to do something decent. We talking about getting married, you know? And my man Will,
We're like, oh,
he's like, alright? What? Marriage? Alright?
yeah.
You
And
know?
when he went to that cabin, when he went to the cabin with Lisa, and Lisa like trapped him,
Yeah.
tied him up, tied him up.
And he got out, and he had to use the casual. He burned these Jordans. I think it was his Jordans.
What happened?
Yeah. Ah.
Jordan, look how his pants was all burnt up. Like give me the keys. Like,
Give me the keys. Give me the keys. Oh man, you know, even bro, I really loved when Nia Long came in. You know,
right?
She just added more structure to Will. Like, do you remember the episode as well when Will got Will got clocked by the guy when they were bowling?
Man, he did it so fast. And like the way he like just sat down.
Yeah.
Like he sat down after he got punched.
Well, what is this? You know, he just sat out and he just slowly descends to the ground. Oh, you know, the Nia Long, Lisa, she just had to back him up. You know, she took it down for him, you know. But what do you think, like, was good with Lisa, like Nia Long? Because, like, some people don't know, like, you know, Jada Pinkett actually auditioned for Nia Long's part.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She was after, because remember, Different World ended, like, I think it was 92 93, yeah. You know, so I don't think she had started in the movies yet. She was in Menace, you know, but, like, set it off, and Night Professor didn't come till, like
later
90s. Yeah, so she tried to get on Fresh Prince, but they put Nia Long instead, you know, so it would have been funny to see if
that would have been awkward. Yeah, I would have to like go back and like, you know, this is where we started.
Yeah, honestly, you know, it's weird, but like Nia Long was like Will's main girl, like main, you know, pretty much for the whole season 5. Who do you think were the other like highlights of like Will Smith's like
Will's girlfriends
in the show? Because there were so many.
Tyra Banks, man, I wanted to see him and Tyra Banks, like Jackie. I would love to see them like get together.
Yeah, I really think because she was in the season just before, you know, Nia Long came in, you know, and it's like I love they felt like the same, but just one was a different like gender, you know what I mean? When they were like speaking, like he's like, excuse me, you know what? You ain't never gonna change.
I'm getting last words.
Like, oh no, you're not.
Oh yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Oh my gosh! You know what this is reminding me of? Well, bro, do you remember when Jackie first comes in and she's I think Carlton. It was meant to be with Carlton, and then Will comes in. Like I think after getting the TV, then when Carlton finds out. He sees Will and Tyra together. He just like, no! He starts going manic.
Like, no.
He's like, oh, no. Oh, my gosh, you know. Oh, man, you know. So, like, you had Tyra. Like, who else? Who else were, like, Will's, like, top girls? You know, if you got Nia Long and Tyra, like, who else?
I'm trying to think. What was her name? Kim Fields.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
He got married to her. He got married to her just to
just a smash.
Just a smash, man. Will, you know. From Kim Fields from Living Single. you know, she gets starred in
Right.
this, you know. And I even remember, do you remember Pam Grier? Pam Grier, who was
Oh,
boxing. Yeah,
yeah, he
you know,
slept with Janice.
yeah.
He slept with Janice.
She was Will is so diabolical, man. Like he was dating the daughter, Elise
Mom.
Neal.
The
Yeah,
mom.
and he went into he went into
Jay, he went on a date with the daughter, then just smashed the mom.
the mom. They were like next door to each other in the
Yeah.
hotel. Will has no shame, man. Like he really does.
He has no shame at all.
Oh my gosh, man! But it's true. Like that's what was the big difference from like really Fresh Prince of Martin, because Martin had the main relationship. He was with Tisha the
Right.
pretty much majority of
Yeah.
the show. You know what I mean? There's only that couple he was with, like Locke Voorhees, you know, from Saved by the Bell. You know what I mean? But pretty much they were committed relationship.
Right.
You know, but like Fresh Prince, it was a girl each episode. AJ Johnson from I've been seeing her everywhere now, you know, for whatever
Oh
reason.
yeah.
She was even in the early episodes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. AJ Johnson.
AJ Johnson.
The poet episode.
The poet one,
Like,
yeah.
hey.
Yeah. The one that Jeffrey actually wrote, you know, it was oh my gosh, man. You know, so much.
Like, I'm Rafael Delegato.
Rafael Delegato. Cannons to the right, cannons
To the left.
cannons to the left.
To the left.
Yeah. Jeffrey, man. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. But like, yeah, it was
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey was. I'm even remembering when the mom who was in Friday and in Wayans Brothers, I forgot her name, but she and Jeffrey, they got.
Oh,
You remember?
Hartsford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Remember in that episode, you know, and it's like
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeffrey found out, like, yo, she making more than you. Like, she's rich.
Man, honest. And you know it's funny. Remember they had that in Martin. I remember they had that episode where Martin found out Tisha was earning more than him. You know, man, that's it. What do you feel about that? What do you feel about that? Like, you know, if
Some men are like insecure about that.
Yeah.
Like they want to feel like they're the top dog, but once they find out that your woman's making more than you, that hurts their pride.
Yeah.
That some men are insecure like that.
Simple.
That
Yeah.
hurts their soul. Like, man, my woman's making more than
me.
Like, yo, like I gotta upstage her. Like,
Yeah.
they want to be top dog. They want to be the leader. They want to lead, but no, your woman's making more than you.
Yeah. It's the ego, you know, they want to be
Ego.
Like, yeah.
The ego's hurting them.
Big time, you know, but like, yeah, like I remember in, what was it? Yeah, mine always overreacted, you know, like pretty much in a lot of.
Martin was so insecure.
Super. Do you remember? I said like the one.
So insecure.
Yeah.
Super.
Do you remember the one where Gina gets invited to that I think it's that expose. Like she goes out of town and like Martin follows her with Tommy and Cole and they attack the guy who was just fixing the room, the Hector. I think it was Hector.
Yeah. He's like, hey partner, like this is none of your business. Like go on. Like then he just beats him up.
It was like doing a spinning kick and that. I'm like,
him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was someone always, each one, like he just always overreacted, man. Like it was crazy. And Tommy Cole even warned him. He said, you know, sometimes you overreact though, and he's like, no, you know, he would just go for a sleep. But man, so like, you know, we talked about like, you know, romance, you know, and some of like the, you know, main relationships in like the TV shows. What did you think of like the you know, like the movies that had themes with, you know, love and romance?
Romance.
Yeah. What were like your early
first movie?
Yeah.
first movie I think about is Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice, man. Shout out
Poetic
to
Justice,
Poetic
man.
Justice.
Janet
So to give a
Jackson,
clap
Tupac
to that,
Shakur,
man.
Regina King.
Yeah.
Man, what I think about Poetic
Like
Justice,
Justice.
I think I've seen it at the same time when I first watched like Boys in the Hood, Menace.
Right.
Well, I watched Menace later, but I watched it like same time when I first watched Boys in the Hood, Juice. I think
Yeah.
my mom had Poetic Justice on VHS. I'm not sure,
Yeah, yeah.
but I usually see
My parents
Poetic
had it.
Justice.
I had the VHS. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
my early reviews is still up on my channel. Poetic Justice VHS cassette.
yeah. Movie starts off L.A.
Yeah,
This movie
bro.
took place in the early '90s,
You
so
know, and GQ knows about this, bro. Like I said, I wasn't in the States, of course, at that time, but LA was a hot zone. Like
right.
in the early 90s, you know, you had the Rodney King being, you know, the OJ
Yeah,
Simpson case, just even the
yeah,
gang war, the whole West Coast, East Coast rivalry. So it was a very hot
yeah.
climate. So I've heard, you know.
Yeah. Poetic Justice came at a time where gangster rap was at its peak.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, '93. So it was at its peak. So Poetic Justice, movie starts off. They're at the movie theater,
Yeah.
and Q-Tip was in the movie. Q-Tip
Yep.
was in the beginning, and Q-Tip dies in the first like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. That was a
Yeah,
major shock.
that was Justice like boyfriend.
Yeah.
Then
I didn't.
she's like traumatized.
Yeah. You know.
And Tupac playing the mailman. Tupac.
Lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Like Cousin Pete. Yeah. Lucky King. Yeah, Lucky was just that stereotypical. Uh, he was just a statistic
Yeah. He was super
because
persistent.
yeah. In the beginning, Tupac was trying to holler at Justice,
Yeah.
and she wasn't feeling him.
At all.
Like, you want to smell my banana? Like,
Yeah. That was mad. That
oh,
scene with Tyra Farrell,
oh,
you know, she's in Poetic
Pharrell.
Justice. She does an excellent job. That
Yeah,
scene when he says, "You want to smell my under? You want to smell my honey?"
daddy.
Oh.
Oh,
And
so
Tupac was ready, man. He was like,
yeah. So you
yeah,
need a
man.
breath man for that breath.
Yo, man.
Oh,
But Poetic Justice was like, what's cool I love about that is if you see how Regina King and Joe Torre, they're actually like way more like, the relationship is going good. And they like
right,
this band, and then Janet and Tupac, they actually get together, which is, but you don't see
right.
that in the start of the
Yeah.
film. You know, it just changes, and it's like, what did you feel of like Regina King and Joe Torre, like when they broke,
Man, my man, Joe Torre got violated. Man, she said, "You're a 1 inch man." I'm like, oh, yo.
Man.
Oh. He said, "No, you're a 1 minute quit, like 1 minute man." I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, man, you got violated. She said, "You can't hang." Her history, man, she hit her with the brush.
The
Like,
brush,
just socked her.
like that the high top fade, man, like, the brush he got just to comb it the right way on Wednesday, and then like, she was always like this in the movie.
That brush, that weak ass fade. Brush that weak ass fade.
But he beat the bricks out of her, man. Like the one that got him, when Regina King was like, yeah, Yeah, and that's why I'm fucking someone else. I was like, yo.
Yo, that was that was the last straw for him.
Yeah, yeah. Fight the middle of the coffin, but there is some girls, I've seen it and witnessed it, like Regina King. They will get so comfortable and just dissing a guy point blank,
Right.
in their face, and it's like, I'm not saying what Joe Torre did was right, but I could understand the anger, and you know what I mean.
Kind of had it. Yeah, she kind of. I'm not condoning it,
I'm
but
not.
honest, man. People just need to be honest and communicate. Like, yo,
I
like
mean,
you over here doing people dirty. Like, don't expect to get your shit rocked. I'm like, oh man,
yeah.
oh.
It was very intense, man. Like, the best solution for the guy is just, as hard as it is, turn around, walk away.
Walk
I'm
away.
telling you, don't let it bite you in the ass.
Right.
Don't do it. Just walk. But I do know, as I said, like some girls, they this is the nuclear button.
Right.
So it is tough, but but with Poetic Justice, a similar film came out a year after. Different story, different locations, starred Jada Pinkett Smith, Tretch, we got Lisa Nicole Carson, Bokeem Woodbine.
Yeah.
And the main actor, was it Mark? It wasn't Marcus Allen. Was it Marcus Allen?
Alan Payne.
Alan Payne.
Lance from the Cosby Show.
Yeah, he was in Different World. He was Will's rival, in the Fresh Prince. Yeah. Jason, it can only be Jason's Lyric. Came out in 1990.
Yeah.
What did you think of, Jason's Lyric, from Poetic Justice?
Oh man, so Jason's Lyric. I actually watched Jason's Lyric like entirely in full a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Like this was like my first time watching like the R version.
Sure.
Because normally I always see it on TV.
Yeah.
But what I think about Jason's Lyric, I think it's a good solid movie, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Bokeem?
Bokeem.
He always plays some messed up character.
I swear.
Every movie.
Life, Strapped,
I Ain't Mad at You music video.
Yes.
Yeah. His character was like messed up.
Yeah.
Traumatized from his childhood. Dad was no good. Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Beating on his mom.
I know. Forrest Whitaker, he was the dad in the flashbacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Alan Payne, his character is okay. Kind of had some cheesy moments.
Yeah.
Like talking to Jada Pinkett. I'm just keeping it real.
I know. Hey, bro,
he's not the greatest actor.
All right, this is where I'm gonna lead into. What did you think of Alan Payne as an actor? Because we saw him only very limited, man. Like, I only saw him before this. I only saw him in Fresh Prince, and then What did you think of Alan Payne?
In New Jack City.
New Jack City, of course, yes.
Alan Payne. Yeah. Alan Payne. Not the best, not the worst.
Right. It's like okay.
Mid, he's okay.
He's okay.
He's just best known for New Jack City.
G Money. Yeah.
Yeah, G Money. That's probably he peaked there.
Yeah.
Maybe Jason's Lyric, but
yeah, because
he Yeah, he peaked in the early
Early
90s.
90s, you know, and because I thought when I first saw him in that when he was Will's rival in Fresh Prince, I was like, man, I thought this guy would be, you know, on the same.
Larger,
Yeah,
right?
I thought he had the look, you know. I thought he had
Yeah,
like not like the charisma of Will Smith, but I thought he had like a,
right,
you know, some kind of screen presence. But yeah,
right.
after that, bro, Jason's lyric, there was no
Yeah,
didn't hit
no,
me.
he didn't have a. Yeah, they
Yeah,
have a good follow up, a good
follow.
follow up,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, again, it
and
may be.
and he was in House of Pain.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna talk about that show. Not even gonna,
yeah.
yeah,
Best left unsaid. You know.
yeah,
You know, like again, it could be, you know, like sometimes you don't really know the mind behind some of these actors. Like I think Will Smith really wanted it, you know, to
yeah,
get as big as he did, you know, and I guess someone's never, you know, maybe didn't have the same drive or passion,
right.
you know what I mean? Because Will was, you know, as great as an actor Will is now, he wasn't like that. If you see those
No,
early movies, you know, Made in America is a good example. See Will in that and see him like
yeah,
later in like, you know, I Am Legend, you know, Pursuit of Happiness, you know, Hitch, of
yeah. Men in
course,
Black,
Men
yeah,
in Black,
Hitch,
you know, Hitch, we
Bad
love that. Even
Boys,
Bad Boys. Bad Boys was
right.
the one. I was like, yo,
That
Will,
took him to the next level,
it took him, man. I love Bad Boys. The first one.
right. The
Ooh.
first one,
Yeah, shout out to GQ's Jamal's review on Bad Boys. You know, just want to slide that in. For sure, man.
oh yes, sir.
Without a doubt, man. But like, we
Go check it
definitely,
out.
yeah, definitely, man.
But
You know,
yeah,
check that one review for sure, man. But another romantic romance movie that really was a definite one I can always go and rewatch back is Boomerang from
oh
1990.
yeah, Eddie
Eddie
Murphy,
Murphy,
Martin
Martin
Lawrence,
Lawrence, David
Robert
Allen
Givens,
Greer from Living Color,
yes sir.
Keisha
Robert
Campbell,
Givens, Halle
even
Berry,
Halle Berry. Who? Bro, I'm gonna give you the floor. What do you think of Boomerang, man? What do you? Yeah,
Boomerang, man. Eddie Murphy playing the high value guy. Man, he
yeah,
was a dog in this movie, Boomerang.
big time. And
Like, how you going? Yeah,
yeah, he did it in such a like a subtle way, you know, like he
right.
made them like when he wanted to get with like Layla Rashawn, you know, in the beginning, and it's like he played it like he was a guilty victim,
Hmm.
and he ended up getting with her at the end. You know, it was just like, man, he was playing the lot with these girls,
Right.
you know. But man, you know, Boomerang is just like it's just a all-time classic,
It is
you know.
like, yeah, it's a classic. Yeah,
Yeah,
Boomerang is probably like one of the first Eddie Murphy movies I watched.
you're right.
Um, and what else? Halle Berry.
Yeah,
Like first Halle Berry. It's another like romantic movie I like is Strictly Business.
bro. I was just gonna watch that yesterday, you know, which is funny. I still,
Yeah, Strictly
I,
Business is really underrated. Yeah, it's another good romantic movie. It's hilarious.
yeah, I love Strictly Business. You know, Tommy Davidson. You know, it's funny.
Yeah,
Some people, you know, Samuel Jackson is in this. You know,
yeah.
yeah,
Joe Torre,
exactly. He's
Joe
crazy, man.
Torre. Yeah, Samuel Jackson, Nice and Smooth.
Yeah,
Um, even Kim Coles
Kim Coles, yes,
in yeah,
from Living Single and in Living
yeah.
Color. You know, she was here. She was the friend. You know, so it's like, yeah, it's a
And
very.
Amir in the other girl. Yeah, she was in the Living Color too.
Yeah,
In
she was
Heat of the Night, I think her name is Anna Maria Johnson.
Anna Maria Johnson. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's cool. She was,
played
she
the
was.
stuck up character.
I know, bougie,
Bougie.
Bougie, man. That chick, man. Whew. But that scene though, when Halle Berry walks in the restaurant in slow motion, yo.
Yes.
Whew. Man,
Made that promo. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
That was Halle Berry.
Damn, she put that, she made that haircut like hers, that hairstyle, the short one.
Yeah, signature cut.
Yeah, trademark, so it was amazing seeing her there. And then in Boomerang, she was, I think, she really, those movies, do you think that put her on the map? Like, what was
I
it?
would think so. Like, if not, strictly business, maybe Jungle Fever or Boomerang.
All the early 90s,
right.
Because I remember after that, she started appearing. She was appearing in, if you want to call it, black films, art films, But then she was appearing in more of these other studio films like the Flintstones, Losing Isaiah, X-Men, So she her career catapulted, like towards the late 90s. She winning out Oscar, for Monstable. But yeah, for sure, it's definitely strictly business.
Dude, she was Catwoman.
She was Catwoman, even as trash as that movie is.
Yeah, we all went to see Catwoman because of Halle Berry.
Because of Halle.
Halle Berry.
Up. I'm not even the biggest fan of X-Men, but I love Storm and I love me some Halle Berry.
Right. Yes.
That's my favorite cereal, y'all. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry. No. Like, that's my favorite. Hey, that's my favorite oatmeal, Halle Berry.
Bro, man, my favorite, man. I can have it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Hey, that's my favorite fruit. What's your favorite fruit? Halle Berry.
My favorite fruit. What's your favorite drink? Halle Berry.
Wait, what you want to drink? I'll take a Halle Berry.
I'll take a
large Halle Berry.
You remember Chappelle's show when they're like, I'll have the Samuel Jackson. You know what? I'll have it as well.
I'll take the Halle Berry.
Well, oh man, that was Halle was that chick though, man. Like honestly, I was broke, and no fun to say this, like the childhood crushes, man. Like I used to put like pictures of on my wall, like my bedroom wall. It's like I had Halle Berry, I had Destiny's Child. I think I had Jennifer. Was it Jennifer? I had Jennifer Lopez, and I also had Trish Stratus from the WWF.
Oh man!
You know what I mean? So I used to. I remember having Halle Berry on my wall and just being like, someday. I was so crazy. It was mad. Yeah. That was back in the day, But like with that, so you had like we said about Boomerang, what about like other big romantic films, like
another one comes to mind. It's probably his best movie of his career is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Martin.
Yes, that's probably his best movie he put out.
He directed that.
I just think, and he wrote it too.
Yeah.
Like, man, for his first like directorial movie, he did a great job with that movie. Lynn Winfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was she really crazy in that movie? Like,
man, I had no idea she had a dark side.
Yeah.
She was, man.
Some say that she was a villain. Yeah. But people say Martin's the villain. I'm like, it kind of goes both ways. I mean, Martin knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
But she knew what she was doing as well. They were both in the house. She told Martin that I had a crazy past. Like I killed my husband, killed my
Yeah.
ex-husband. Martin tried to stop. I'm like, yo, Martin tried to stop, but hey, I just say it goes both
It
ways.
goes both
Like
ways.
she knew what she was doing. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, it went from like cute to extreme. You know, like
Yeah,
when that I will always
bro.
remember that final scene. You know, in that
Yeah,
house near the ocean.
yeah,
You know, by and
yeah.
like Regina King's there, and she's like, you know, you nappy. She goes,
Yo, I think the movie went left as
yeah,
soon as that cake hit that doorstep.
yeah. You
The
know,
cake with the knife
with
in
the
it,
knife in it, I
knife in the
was just
cake.
like, it went from this like romance to this kind of like thriller. You know, it
Yes.
went.
Yeah. Plot twist.
Yeah, never expected coming. You know, but yeah, Finland. That's a big.
That's that's
Yeah,
how. Yeah, that movie's great.
I love that. I love that. Haven't seen it in a
Yeah.
while. You know, I probably would love to rewatch that. You know, again. You know, maybe. But yeah, it's one I always love. You know, what did you think of like? Did you watch like Soul Food with
Oh
like?
yeah, soul food. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, soul food. Like, like they fuck my husband. Like Miles,
Miles. Oh man.
Miles.
Do you think he could
Uh,
be forgiven like seeing that? Like what's his name? Michael Beach. What he does to Vanessa Williams, yo, that was
no, unforgiving.
man. Just
Like this goes back, like guys, like if you're unhappy, like communication is the key. Like y'all have to talk it out, man.
yeah,
Like my man Rich said earlier in this episode, just walk away. It's not worth it.
yeah, yeah, man. I've been. It was funny, like the relationship. I mentioned this on my channel. Like near the end of 2020, I knew if I stayed with her any longer, I'm just gonna be miserable. You know, just
Right,
do something that you know I may end up regret. So I just walked. I just walked into a new light, what's in the tunnel, and it's like now I'm here, So I think, as if you cannot, don't let it get to that position. You know what I mean? Honestly,
right.
because the similar thing even happens in another one is Wayne. Did you see Wayne to Exhale with like Angela Bassett?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know,
haven't seen it in a while,
in a
but
while,
yeah,
yeah. But yeah,
right.
that's that same dude. He Michael Beach, he's just like the enemy in these films, he leaves.
Public enemy.
He's like the enemy.
Public enemy.
He's like the public enemy. He leaves Angela Bassett's character for like a white woman, and he is hated.
Yeah, she was hated.
You know what I mean, man. But another thing I want to mention, because the girl who's in I was thinking another movie with Michael Beach. She's called Cynthia Williams. This was the fair skinned girl who was in Mo Better Blues.
Yeah,
What did you think of Denzel's character? Because I've reviewed Mo Better Blues. I feel like it's good. It's not as good as like Malcolm X. But I
right.
appreciate. What did you think of like the way Denzel was in that film? Because he was dating two
Uh,
girls at the same time, but they
Man,
didn't.
honestly, I never seen Mo Better Blues.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I might have to go check it out.
Yeah. I would say again, this was made the same time around House Party. Robin Harris
Yeah,
is in this movie. So any
yeah,
Robin Harris fan, you need to definitely check Mo Better
right,
Blues. But I know not to spoil too much, but yeah, Denzel's character, he gets what's coming to him, if you know what I mean.
right,
So but definitely, and even for the listeners, check Mo Better Blues out, for sure, But we mentioned like these ones in the 90s, what did you think of the ones that came in the 2000s? Because there's one I always loved. I keep forgetting the name. It must be it's either The Brothers with Bill Bellamy, DL
yeah. I
Cool,
love the brothers.
It's one of my favorite.
Love the Brothers.
Yeah. That's
Um, Brown Sugar is
Brown
one of my
Sugar.
favorite ones from the 2000s. Breaking
Right.
All the Rules.
Yes.
Um,
Jamie Foxx, Gabrielle Union.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Two can play that.
you ever bite the flesh?
And she's like,
Uh, uh, since we're talking about the 2000s, can we talk about how predictable Tyler Perry films are?
oh
His
man.
movies do not make sense.
It's so funny. That time we did our Christmas, when we talked about like our
Hmm.
Christmas moments. I was watching this one with my girl. The name escapes me, but Kim Kardashian's in it as well. This is like one of his early movies. I don't know if you've seen this one, but
Are you talking about
you got the name?
Temptation?
Yeah, the Temptations of Brandy
Temptation?
Norwood. Brandy's in it as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's a scene. Hey, for all the viewers that's listening to this podcast, what I'm about to say might be fucked up to y'all, but hey, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm not the only one that thinks about this because I've seen a TikTok of the scene, I've seen the Instagram to the scene, I went to the comment section. They all say the same thing.
All right.
So what I'm about to say might be fucked up, but
Lay it on them.
cancel me. Cancel me
It's
if you want
GQ,
to, but I'm about
Jamal.
to say this.
90.
Hey, I'm about to say this. So, Tyler Perry's Temptation, there's a scene, like, during the end.
Ooh, I know where this is
So,
going.
who's the guy? He was in Hurricane Season.
Yeah,
And he also let's play these basketball type movies.
yeah. He was in this other movie with America Ferrera. Lance Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Lance something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so he plays this abusive character, right, in the
Yeah.
movie, right? So him and the other, I forgot her name. She was in Eve's Bayou, Road Mounds. I forgot her name.
Yeah, she was the little
So
kid in Hanging Mr. Cooper. If she grew
yeah,
up, the one who was playing the piano in the first season.
yeah.
Yeah, she was there, child actress.
So so dude's character pushes the mom in the movie.
Yeah,
So they have like an argument in the bedroom. She says, just because you didn't grow up without a mom doesn't mean you can go around pushing minds or something like that.
yeah.
He got so hurt. This is the part where I laugh. Like, if you see this movie, if you check his facial expression, like, Google that scene and come back to me. That scene is so funny. He was so hurt, like, yo, he's like, his whole soul was so hurt. Like, yo, I never watched the movie. I never watched the movie, and the scene had me so dying. I don't know. I was like laughing for like 10 minutes. So I'm like, because me and my mom always talk about these Tyler Perry movies,
Yeah.
and we always talk about this movie. I'm like, why is this scene so funny to me? Like, am I like messed up in the head for like? So I'm like, okay. So I see the TikTok. So I seen like the TikTok video. They play like a clip of the scene.
Right.
I went to the comment section. Everyone was like laughing, like yeah. So he goes to the drawer like, yo, where's my pills, bitch? I'm like,
Yeah.
he's like, where's my shit? It's like, where's my shit? Before, yeah. Oh my gosh, that scene is so funny to me. I don't know why.
Man.
But yeah, like the comment section to that scene,
Yeah.
everyone was like laughing their ass off.
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
like,
can imagine, man. Like it was funny because I saw that. I think I saw it way before then. I really sat down and watched this. Now with all the simp, culture now,
Yeah.
I was watching this now, like with proper like lenses. And I was like,
Right.
yo, I saw how that chick, she turned from good girl to like Nicki
Right.
Minaj, man.
Yeah.
She was rotten,
Yeah.
at the end.
It was
And
messed up. She
she
got
got,
HIV from that guy.
yeah, honestly. And they say karma's a bitch, man. Like,
Yeah.
what do you feel about that? Because the dude she was with was the classic nice guy,
Yeah.
I mean, nice guy. But from what happens, and she basically says she gets bored with him.
Yeah.
He's not fun. He's not entertaining. So he
Yeah.
goes to the basically the opposite of this dude, who's like narcissistic.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck about anyone but himself. He's
No.
selfish. And then like she, as GQ says, she ends up catching, AIDS,
Yeah.
from this guy and that. And like the original guy she was with, he remarries. He has a kid and he's got a stable life. But what I was gonna say is, I know. I've talked about this before, walking to the Pookie Rivers.
Cookie and Ray Ray.
GQ, that was a classic example of going, it wasn't ashy to classy. No, 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 no. That was
Yeah.
going from just like, you got something who's stable. This is like a good
Yeah.
guy. He's going to treat you right. He's going to be
Right.
responsible. But she
Yeah.
still wasn't fulfilled. She wanted to go
Right.
into that side. Like, what did you think about that?
Man, it's sad that people feel that type of way.
Yeah.
I never understood it. It's like, why take advantage of like, if you have something great, like, cherish it. Like, don't mess it up, because you're gonna, yeah, like you said, karma comes back,
Really
and when it
does.
comes back, it comes back good. Um, it's like, why mess up something great just
Yeah.
to, like, the grass is never like greener on the other side, if that's like the proper term.
Mm.
Not everything looks good on paper.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, like, it's because it happens way too much. Like
Right.
you see hear stories of that, of like they just like they have something that is stable.
Mm-hmm.
That guy had no problems. You know what I mean? Like, sure, he wasn't like eccentric, but you don't need to be. But you can see he has the potential. But she never
Right.
respected him at the end of the day. To do
Yeah.
that, yeah, because she didn't have to kind of go around his back. She could have
Like
just
this.
told him
Yeah.
straight. But you end up like
Straight
he
up.
gets heartbroken. It's the same, man. But to what you said about, like, because Tyler Perry's has a lot of his movies kind of have the similar themes. Do you feel
Yeah.
these movies and that? What do you feel of like Tyler Perry's movies in general?
They're predictable. I'm like, he he's always all over the place. I'm like, it's like he's making black men look bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, say that. Yeah, yeah. I think even Spike Lee. Spike Lee said that before.
Yeah.
When he was dressing up as what was it,
Medea.
Medea? I was like, this
Medea.
But I mean,
I can't take Tyler Perry seriously.
yeah, that's the thing with him. Like, because I've seen another one I've seen is with Tajiri P. Henson. It's called Acrimony. It's on Netflix.
Right.
Similar plot. No difference to this the Temptations one. So
Yeah.
it's very like I know what as you like a Tyler Perry movie, it's pretty much gonna be
Yeah.
about. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You woman gets in an abusive relationship,
yeah,
church songs going on, random Medea scene,
yeah.
got random Mr. Brown scene.
Yeah,
Uh, long ass plot that's just run on for so long. So that's pretty much what a Tyler Perry movie is.
Yeah, it's a good time waster. Let's say that. Like, you know, it's like you can watch it, never take anything like, you know, serious concepts.
Right.
You know, but what is more like, you know, one of the biggest like stars that even came from it's hard to say, was it 2000s or 2010s? I'm not sure at the right time, but Kevin Hart. You know,
Yeah.
he actually made these you know, them romance films as well. You know, he had like Think Like a Man, you know, and About Last Night, and I think even Think Like a Man got a sequel. You know, and things like that.
They
You
both
know,
have,
yeah.
and
Have you seen all three of them? Think Like a
oh
Man.
yeah,
What did you
they're
think
both
of?
solid
Yeah,
movies.
right,
Both solid movies.
right.
Yeah, and also he was in 35 and Ticking. Have you ever seen 35 and
I
Ticking?
haven't seen that one yet. No, I've seen the trailer on YouTube, but I've not seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, go see it. It's a solid one. It's not a blockbuster film. It's a straight to DVD movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check it out. But think of like a man. Think like a man really like took Kevin Hart to a new level.
Yeah. You could say that was like it's not like the level of Boomerang, but it was like a modern day
Right.
version, you know,
Yeah.
of because similar like Boomerang, it has like a all-star cast, you know,
All star cast.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart,
Like
Romany
great
Malco,
storytelling.
you know, Gabrielle Union. So it's like you got all these big actors, you know, in this
Yeah.
movie, and it's like it's very modern. So I've always enjoyed like, you know, Think Like a Man, especially the
Oh
first
yeah.
one, you know, and Joy
Mm.
and About Last Night, you know, Regina Hall and that, you know, and like with the other film, like as well, like because I know that time, Girls Trip came on around that time with what was
Right.
it, Queen Latifah, Jada
Jada
Pinkett.
Pinkett, Tiffany Haddish,
All right.
Regina Hall.
All right, you know, I would be so guilty if I don't do this, so I gotta put this. Jada Pinkett, y'all. You know, I haven't spoke on her in a long time now. I just rewatched you know, she has that Red Table Talk show. You know that one.
Yeah.
You know, when she
Yeah.
sits down with like her daughter and her mother, and she talks about like what did you feel? Because that was
Hmm.
like a big thing, you know, with her and like, you know, Will and now. What did you feel of that situation that happened with Jada? Just like brief on it.
Man, she really dogged my man Will, man.
Yeah,
Talking about, oh, I used to have films for Tupac, Will
yeah,
getting jealous. Like, mess around with August Alsina.
I know.
Like, man, like how it's like how you cheat on Will Smith, man?
This is
Like
and you
how
know
you
what I say, I say this to you. I because I did a video strictly on this. I'll say one guy commented on me. This is on YouTube, and he even told me
yeah,
about that. Like again, and it goes back to that film with the Temptation. Like you got Will fucking Smith. You know,
right,
some girls will never get a chance to even see that kind of lifestyle ever.
right,
You know, why would you put that in danger? I do not know.
right,
You know what I mean? And it's because Will is such a like, you know, he's a chill dude, you know, from what I see.
yeah,
He's a chill dude, you know, but like as you said, like the Tupac stuff, you know, the August, that's it, just like bashing him on that. It's just like, man, Will, man. I don't know. When is enough? When is enough?
right.
You just had to mention that, man. But man, so
Sometimes you have
like,
to.
yeah. But like, and he said, so you had like the movies I Feel Like a Man, you know, and you had the shows, you know. What would if your quintessential like romance like film, like what would be like if you had to maybe name top three like romance movies, you know, what would be your top three, GQ?
My top three
Yeah.
romance movies
Mm,
that I go to.
sure.
Uh, Number one, Poetic Justice.
Right.
Number two, man, this is hard. Number two, I just love Strictly Business.
Right.
Um, Number three, oh man, just all right. Here's my honorable mention.
Yeah.
I would put Boomerang as my honorable
Oh,
mention,
right. Yeah.
but based off enjoyment, number three, Hitch.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about Hitch.
Yeah,
I even mentioned it, you know. It's insane, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, Hitch. We're gonna have to spend just a bit here. What we mentioned this when we talked about like Simtels, you know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know, oh man, you know, just the transformation from Will to like how he is in the end and that. But like, man,
Right.
like, how was Hitch? When did you see Hitch for the first time?
Well, okay, 2005. I've seen it in theaters. I got the back then they used to have like the sneak peek like tickets. Like the movie would come out Friday, but the sneak peek would be like Tuesday or Wednesday. So
Okay.
I got the sneak peek ticket. The movie was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, Kevin James playing the simp. No, yeah, Kevin James. Will Smith at one point was a simp. Seeing my man watch his girl like making out with another dude in the rain.
In the rain.
Like, oh yeah. Then you turn into the red pill.
Yes.
Pretty much turned into Steph Code.
Steph is cold, man. I'm about to bomb. You know? I'm about to bomb.
Oh, my favorite scene. My favorite scene was Kevin Hart. I mean, not Kevin Hart. Kevin James.
Yeah.
Kevin James was just learning how to dance. I'm like, no, don't like none of that, like little two steps.
Like, you know,
like, what are you doing? Like, what are you like?
This is where you are, man. Look, you here.
Like, this is what you are. This is you here with it. Then Will like turn around and did like a little spin move. Like, now that's what I have to do. Then he just breaks out, just
get out.
Yeah, he slaps him like 3 times. Like,
yeah,
get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Man, Hitch is that movie, yo, man.
Movie.
I could watch, you know, like it has that kind of fun of like White Man Can't Jump. You know, like I can always watch it and I feel happy. You know, it's a feel. You know what I mean? It's such a
feel good
movie. You know, seeing like where Kevin James is. You know, he's so like unconfident. You know, and the scene I love, bro. You know, where they're in the office with him and the girl he likes. I think it was Allegra. You know, and like they're all of them are pitching ideas of like what you should do with your money, and he just stands up and said, "Look, you don't need to listen to us. We're just advisors. You should do you." And he goes, "Yo, I quit." He quits. I quit. Oh,
like so Will Smith, like, I quit. Like, what?
What? You told me to quit? Oh. Yo, man.
Man, I love Hitch.
I love Hitch, man. Like, it's just like that whole. They didn't even know he was Hitch to begin with. Later on, they were investigating him, you know, and they found out. And when Will got the infection on his
he got the allergic reaction. He was just sipping on that cough syrup.
Yeah.
He was a strong, like, first of all, who just sips cough syrup like that? Cough syrup is the most disgusting shit I ever tasted.
Tell me about it, man. I used to take it a lot when I was back in school. Anytime I got sick, it's just like, you know, take the cough syrup.
And I do not like the purple kind. When my mom like brings out the purple kind, I'm like, no, I try to avoid it. I'm like, I be peeping what color it is. Yeah, like if it's the orange one, cool. If it's like the brown one,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
But if I see purple, I'm like, no, no, no.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. You know, trying to avoid all
Like he
that,
just
man. Like,
sips syrup like that.
yeah.
He was just making bubbles,
Yeah. He was
making bubble sounds.
it's nasty. I don't even use that word too much. It's nasty. Like I can't.
Right.
Oh man, good. But yeah, even like you can feel it, man. Like just talking about Hitch, man. I really I love that film. You know,
Right.
I gotta put
Yeah.
that, man. Honestly. So on your top three, man, you mentioned like I feel like you would put Hitch, Poetic Justice, and the other one was Hitch, Poetic Justice, and what was your other? What were you talking
Oh,
about?
the other one, Strictly Business.
Strictly Business, right.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think if I
Just based off of Jordan.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To be honest, I think my one would probably be the same. I probably would just put Jason's Lyric, maybe instead of Strictly Business. You know, even though
Yeah.
it's similar to
Yeah.
Poetic Justice, I still think they're two, you know, top films. You know, like from watching them back.
Right.
Like I love Strictly Business, and I love me some Halle Berry for sure. But like, yeah, like,
Yeah, I just didn't put Jason's Lyric just because of Alan Payne.
yeah,
It's just, I don't know. It's just,
yeah, you know,
he's an
and
okay actor.
yeah,
He has some cheesy
TV
things
thing,
in
yeah,
Jason's
I
Lyric.
feel, you know, and this is what I'm saying, like, so, you know, as big as Tupac was, as like, you know, controversial and that, Tupac was a very great actor, man. That's like,
Right.
you know this.
He never had a bad role.
Not one, man. Poetic Justice, Fire, Above the Rim,
Yeah.
Fire,
Fire.
Bullet, Gridlocked, you know, Juice, of course, you know, he was. It's a shame because when you mention like, you know, Alan Payne, and it's like you can see the level, man, of just
Right.
you know. So it really would have been nice to see Tupac in the 2000 realm in films competing with Will
Yeah.
Smith and
He'll be
Denzel
directing
Washington.
movies.
Yeah,
Writing movies, directing.
yeah. I would have taken away referred to him, but definitely Poetic Justice is a big highlight of, you know, Tupac's acting, you know, ability, you know. So yeah, man.
In another one we forgot to talk about, Baby Boy.
Oh my gosh, you know, all right, you know, as I mentioned earlier, like I've been seeing like lately, I've been seeing I've been seeing Shireen, I mean I've been seeing AJ Johnson everywhere. Right. Oh man. What did you think? All right, Baby Boy, man. What did you think about like you know, because this is probably Tyrese's first leading role in like Phil John Singleton, you know, great director, you know, winning that. Yes, you being raised, AJ Johnson, you know. What did you think of Tyrese? You know, just the film.
Tyrese and Baby Boy. Jody was that statistic, 20-year-old, living with his mom.
I know.
Got multiple kids, multiple baby mamas. Cheater.
Yeah.
Scared to move out.
Yeah. Take responsibility, you know. That's
take accountability.
Yeah.
But he had all these women like going after him. He had nothing going.
I was like, yeah, you know, it's Tyrese. There was that one chick, man. Man, she was fine as fuck. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What? She was smoking.
Women want what they cannot have.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. She laid it on him. She said, "This is yours, man. I want the deal."
You know what, Rich? I never understood that mentality of women. Women will not date a guy that lives with his mom, but yet go for the guy that's married and has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I never understood that.
To this day.
I know I'm about to get some hate.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get some hate after this comment come at me, Kiki Jamal, YouTube, Kiki TV, run that intro, run that smoke. But I never understood that mentality. Like, you won't talk with a guy, you won't talk to a guy that lives with his mom, but you will talk to a guy that has a married man.
Yeah.
That's a married man. I never understood that.
Yeah. Bro, this I'll even put this on, because it's an interesting story. Like, I was in California, just this
Yeah,
last week, so I was in
yeah,
the Mexico and California border. I was walking around with my girl.
yeah,
We were going past one bar, and
yeah,
there was like a group of girls, and they were, I
yeah,
think they weren't like they were dancers, so they weren't dancers. They weren't like that
yeah,
kind of dancers, but they were dancers. But I was working with my girl,
yeah,
and they kept on blowing whistles at me while I
yeah,
was working with my girl, and I was like,
yeah.
I was thinking like, if I was by myself, like, would this have happened?
Right. Because me and my girl always talk about that. Like, once I
Right?
get that ring and
Yeah,
I work, women want to see me with the ring. They're gonna like holler at me more.
yeah,
Once they see it, yeah. Because
yeah,
I guess people do not care.
yeah.
They want what they cannot
What they
have.
can't have, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
it's like this kind of challenge thing. Like
yeah,
it's like a challenge to get it what's like denied to them, because
right.
because I just never understood that. I get that way more. Like, anytime I've always been in a relationship, that's when these
Hmm.
girls would check me on like
Yes,
Instagram,
yes.
just
Hmm.
this odd message like, oh, how rich man has
Yeah.
things. And I'm like, what, we
Once
have
you
been in a
see
relationship.
when you're single, they, they don't want you.
They don't want,
They don't want you. But once you
yeah.
hop in a relationship, that's when they all come in
Oh my
packs.
god,
Just like Mike Jones said back then, they didn't want you. Now you're high.
yeah.
They all want.
And now they don't
Yeah.
want you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Right.
Trust me. And it's it goes again, man, because we said this, man. But we spoke on our Simtels episode, like
Yeah.
it's that temptation. I think that's what can
Right.
for a couple guys, because I don't think you don't like, when I was with my girl and we were working in California, like, I didn't
Yeah.
entertain it. I just kept
Right.
on
Right.
walking, but I know there's some dudes that like they kind of they allow you to bring it onto them,
Oh yeah.
you know. So yeah, it's even to this day, I cannot understand that dynamic, of like when
No.
you get married and you're getting married, man. It's like it's gonna be it's gonna get hot in here, man.
This
Like,
makes a good TikTok snippet, man.
I swear, I definitely will.
Makes a
I'm
good
gonna put
TikTok
this.
snippet. We're gonna go viral.
I'm
Retro
telling you,
Bros.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Retro Bros.
I'm retro bros, man. I'm gonna put this, for sure. But yes, man. So like, we spoke about like love for like, Boomerang, Jason Lyric. I think those are really like the top, of the ones,
Right. Top
Baby Boy.
tier.
Yeah, Baby
Yeah,
Boy, of
baby boy.
course, Boomerang, Jesus Lyrics Poet Justice, and Hitch. I think Hitch, one of
Right.
the all-time, fun romance films. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
there's so
And
many romantic comedies, but as
like
yeah,
the wood, love and basketball.
Love and Basketball. There's a lot of
Yeah.
things, but I feel like Hitch is it's a very strong, film.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so bring that to a close, and that like ARGQ, any like final thoughts on like Valentine's Day romance, simping,
Oh
simping
man. Valentine's Day, man. Any final thoughts, man? Just want to say, man, happy Valentine's Day to everyone, all the lovers out there. Happy Valentine's Day. We thought this would be a dope episode to do since this episode will be airing like near Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all go out and get your girl something for Valentine's Day. You do not want to hear. You don't want to hear like.
I don't want to see them.
You about to be sleeping on the couch, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see any stories on Instagram like, yo, my wife put me on the couch, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't getting no dinner tonight.
No dinner.
No dinner.
No buns.
No nuts, you know. I don't want to see any TikTok like
nada. I don't want to see nothing. No excuse. Go get your woman something for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to my fiancés.
Sweet.
And yeah, man, that's my final thoughts. As far as movies go, Poetic Justice is one of the like best romantic films. Next, then Hitch. Yeah, those two films.
Yeah.
They're really two of the top tier romantic films, very respected films. So, yeah, man. And like Richmond Z said, update Charles Wallet. 2022.
Beautifully said, you know, find a way to get your paper right, you know, like
get your paper. My pop said, get your paper.
Paper. Right. Honestly, there is no excuse, you know. I say this like because I do, you know, I just sometimes do like especially on my channel, I do like these just little snippets of motivation because I remember the time when, you know, money wasn't flowing, you know, didn't have like a proper like stable partner, you know, stable like girlfriend, you know. So I remember those times when it was like,
remember those days.
You know what I mean? And it's like I know there's a lot of people who can definitely relate, you know. So when I say that, like, you know, it's a funny thing, but I'm like, update your wallet. I'm saying like, bro, be on your purpose. Yeah.
Be prepared.
Be prepared, man. You know, you gotta be like on board. Focused. On point. That's what we saying out here, man. Trust me. You've seen what's happening in these movies, man.
Right.
Don't let that happen to you.
Don't be a statistic, man.
Don't be a statistic, bro. Believe me, man. It's not fun, man. Especially in 2022. Right. All right, so yeah, folks, you know, thank you for tuning in to this episode, the 5th episode of the Retro Bros podcast, where we covered on Valentine's Day as a whole. You know, you can follow us on, you know, our YouTube channels. You know, if you didn't know, you know, we both do YouTube. You know, GQ Jamal's got his excellent channel, which is doing reviews, reaction, and he's got his random skits that I'm loving to see. You know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, do me a favor, you know.
More reviews are coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? For sure. You know, go check GQ Jamal on YouTube. You know, you can also hit him up on Instagram, you know, for any like requests, you know, the audience would like to see, you know. So I'll be putting all of these will be below the podcast, you know, just underneath the details, you know. Definitely support, you know, the brother, man. He's been on board, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. Definitely go check out Richman Z's channel. Like, go check his content out, man. Like, brother is doing excellent reviews. He dropped a few reviews earlier this month.
Right.
He's back at it with the collab videos. The travel videos are on point. Oh, he's doing more inspirational shorts, like yes, like go check out Richmond Z's channel out, man. Yes, we're putting out content for 2022. We're staying on our grind.
Yeah,
and we appreciate you guys checking out our podcast. Like it means it means the world.
It's been one of the biggest highlights. You know,
right?
I mean, because I'm so used to listening to so much podcasts, and I was like, again, man, we could make one and just, you know, talk about our things, man. Why don't we just do it? And look at where we are now, episode 5.
We just finished episode 5. Yeah, we probably have more ideas coming soon.
It's Retro Bros. Retro Bros are in full effect. Baby.
Yes. In full effect.
Full effect, She's mine.
She's mine. Boom. Hold on. Before I end this video, this goes out to. Hold on. This goes out to all the guys that be in my girl's inbox. I just want to say, she's mine.
She's mine. Yo.
Yo,
you gotta use that. You have got to use that. Oh my God. I was actually just seeing, when you say that, I can still see that scene from House Party 2.
Like you in their inbox. We at the crib playing Nintendo 64.
Yeah. Sure, she's mine.
She's mine.
Oh my God!
I'm taking that scene.
You gotta get that scene, man.
She's mine.
I can see Rich Man Z and GQ Jamal getting new merch coming soon.
Yes.
She is mine. And update your wallet, man. That's coming soon. Retro Bros official, man.
Why? This is all coming from the House Party series.
Yeah, it's crazy what an influence this show is. We got House Party 1 reference, House Party 2.
Yo,
I
just thought of that.
This is insane. That's insane.
Oh, she's mine.
Oh my God! It credits how the House Party series. What I mean? How much it's touched us, man. But that's
she's mine. Fool.
He's got the werewolf. The werewolf. Oh my God! I love. That's the part I really love in House Party. I don't know how we got into this, but the part in House Party 2 when they get to the pajama jammy jam in the school canteen. I love that scene, man. But yes, folks, if we extended a bit over time, we are sorry, man.
Hey, this is what we do on the podcast. We talk about random stuff, man.
Exactly. And we got a few new, we got our new slogans now, man. You're going to be seeing this. Yeah. T-shirts are coming out soon. Wait, run that shirt, man. I'm going to say Oh man, but yes, thanks again, folks. Take your time, your busy schedule. To tuning in to another episode of Retro Bros Podcast. This is Rich Man Z, and I'm with
G. No, I'm GQ Jamal. Yo. And remember this, she's mine. Fool.
And update your wallet. We are the Retro Bros, and we are
out.
The first time I felt emotions was when I came out my mother's womb. I cried, and at the age of 5, first time I felt my pride. So when I turned 10, I began to like a friend, all things deal with emotions, from healing to the end, all emotions, baby. Emotion makes you sad sometimes. Oh, it makes you sad sometimes. Emotion makes you glad sometimes. But most of all,